Hi everyone, welcome to Wix Grow Opening Event 2026. Today I will walk you through this program and will tell more about Wix, about the Wix program, Wix Grow program, and most importantly I will share what is opportunity and what this opportunity could mean for you. So let's deep dive, let's go into agenda. So let's quickly walk through what to expect today and what's the agenda. So we will start with a bit of information about Wix, about our culture. Then we will go into Wix Grow program and recruitment process. And later you will hear more about engineering and product designers tracks and as well previous interns' journeys. A few words about me. So hi, I am Vaida. I am head of people here at Wix. And I've been at Wix for 6 years. And outside work, I am a mom of 2 kids. I love books. I love sport, tennis and running. And from my side, what matters most for me is growth and helping people to unleash their potential. So let's deep dive into Wix, and we will start with our vision. Wix vision is simple but powerful. One of the things why I joined Wix was Wix vision and product. And vision is about the empowering people or communities or businesses to create their dreams online. And it means not just building tools, it's enable people to build something meaningful and sometimes to change even their lives. So going into our story and what Wix platform is about. So our platform and vision is about enabling to create online dreams, as I mentioned before. And we have every type of user you can imagine, starting from grandmother who creating a blog about recipes or developers who are connecting third parties apps into Wix platform. So from our vision, we go into mission, and we allow to create everyone to create online. Different kind of apps, things, and that's where they're trying to build the tools, and no matter your job, you can create the best online apps and platforms. So whom do we serve? We have 3 types of users. We have self-creators, we build users building for others, and B2B partnerships. So until 5 years ago, we were basically a business to client or do-it-yourself company. And we didn't have any slide decks with sales pipelines. So it was 0 slide decks with sales pipelines. And today we have expanded and include do-it-for-me part. So we collaborate and cooperate with different agencies, professional markets. So it's either web professionals or agencies or partners. And as well, we include business to business part. So we work together with large telcos, professional and strategic clients who will build things that can be very impactful all around the world. So what's in our Wix offer? And let's look and dive deeper into facts about Wix. So just to give you a bit of sense of scale, Wix have over 300 million of users globally. As well, we have millions of subscriptions and users almost in every country in the world. So as interns, when you will join, you will be working on products and users worldwide. We are a company, global company with 5,000 plus employees and over 250 people here in Vilnius site. So you will be working in an international environment, and as well you will be part of our local team. Going into our culture and Wix way, and this is a very important part of our day-to-day. So I will go through some of our Wix values. The first one is being a professional, and we believe that professional and excellent people working together, creating a very, very great things. So either you are professional in your field, but as well, if you are still going through the journey, we believe that learning will bring you there. The second part that I personally love a lot, it's own what you do. And ownership is very rooted into Wix culture. So we own what we do in our professional area. And as well, we believe that ownership is not given, it's claimed. The next part that as well I love a lot, it's avoiding mistakes costs a lot of money, and sometimes it can be better to make mistakes, not to avoid them. So if to give an example, so if you do 10 things and 6 things will not work, but one thing will be excellent, it's better than work on one thing for months and months, and then at the end realizing that this one thing didn't work out. I love Michael Jordan citation that he was saying that I missed more than 9,000 shots. I lost more than 300 games, and 26 times I missed the winning shot. But and I was doing mistakes over and over again until I succeeded. So this showing that you need to test, you need to go through different mistakes until you will reach the right momentum, and without this, it's difficult to go further. The next one is we work for our users' success. So as I mentioned before, users is a very important part of Wix because we started as a do-it-yourself business. So for us, for Wix, users always top priority, and we help them to create dreams online, to grow, and to become successful. Another one, no assholes. So this part is that Wix is totally opposite of that. So we ask our people to be respectful, and as well in all the teams you will sense that feeling. So if someone work in expense of others, or try to work not for the team efforts, so it's not the Wix way of doing things. And at the end, of course, having fun. So this part is important for us. So we value diversity, we value different parts of people, and as well, we believe that fun inspires good results. So going into how we hire and way we hire. So the first part is skills over titles. So we do not care about the titles. We do not care about the university degrees. On the other hand, we appreciate that people are learning and developing, but it's not the key moment and the key thing what we are searching for. And that leading into next part, into motivation part. We believe into motivational part. If you have a deep motivation, you know why you are doing things, we believe that it can be and it can lead into good results. As well, we think at VIX that each of us have our own path. So it's very important to find this path and to understand if this is really what I'm searching for and if it's really what can lead me to the motivation and to things that I want to do. And the last one is about fresh and diverse perspectives. I was already talking about we want to include different opinions. We want these diverse opinions and think that that leads to the very good results. A bit about VIX structure. In this slide, you see that our structure is a matrix structure. So we have companies and we have guilds. So this is an example. At VIX in Vilnius site, we have around over 30 companies. Here you see 4 mentioned. And it interconnects. Each company is like a small startup, and guilds are connecting different professions and uniting them. So you can see as well it's divided how our structure looks like. So we have companies. Companies are a group of people that connect into one product part, and all the professions work towards the same game plan, the same roadmaps, and working towards one part of the product. Guilds connecting different professions' skill sets, and guild leads and guilds helping people to grow, to share their knowledge, and create amazing products. And department like legal or people that I'm from, or marketing or IT or security, those are like umbrella that connects and unites both companies and guilds. So a bit more about guilds. So professional guilds are responsible for different parts, and one of those is professional training and enhancement. What guilds, how guilds looks like from my perspective, what is main part is building community. So this uniting and building community, it connects all VIX because we believe in community from all the aspects, and guilds is like representation of that community feeling that we have. So guilds are responsible for different parts of professional employees' journey. As well, we have some part, like 20% dedicated to improve your skills. So you can use that time either for guild days or weeks, different components that guilds are presenting and doing. And as well, you have a perfect opportunity to get best practices, tools, habits from the guilds. So, and here I'm stopping and going into next part. So here I will share more about VIX Grow, the timeline and recruitment process. So I will walk you through each slide and each part. So the first one is VIX Grow timeline. So how it looks. Today we are in an opening event, and till April 16th, we're accepting applications, meaning that if you still thinking and didn't apply, so you still have 1 day and a bit to apply and go through our recruitment journey into VIX Grow internship program. During April, you will get home assignments, and you will be able and will have a period of time to complete your home assignments. After that, another step will come. So technical and HR interviews will go through April and May. And till end of the May, job offers will be extended, and in June, program begins. So a bit more detailed look into recruitment process, how it looks like. You will have home assignments. After that follows technical interviews, HR interview, and offer. And we will go deeper into each of the parts and aspects. The first one is home assignments. Home assignment is meant to test your professional skills. As I mentioned, one of our values is professional, being a pro, so it's a very important part for us. And home assignments will be sent in the coming days after opening event. After that, selected candidates will go and move into next step. Next step will be a technical interview. And during technical interview, it will be up to 2 hours. You will have possibility not just go through the technical interview, but as well to ask your questions and to get know VIX. And in that part, it will be tested as well your problem-solving skills and ability to communicate your ideas. So those parts will follow in technical interviews. And the last step will be HR interview. And in HR interview, it will go both ways as well. We want to get to know you better and as well align expectations, talk about your motivation so that we would be sure that it's your path and it's the right position and part where you want to start. And as well introduce VIX culture, and that part will take up to 1 hour. Then, after all the steps, those who will move to job offer, the job offer will be extended, and a bit more about the job offer and what we are offering for you. So this program will be 6 months, a fixed term contract. Salary range, as presented in a job ad, it's from 1,500 euros gross. And as well about the timing that we expect that you will be able to dedicate from 30 hours per week up to full time. So that part is important because you would have time to use all the learning opportunities, because this program and the start and onboarding will be an intensive one. So if you can start full time, that would be a best option for you and us. Then what's next? When the job offer will be extended and we already go into VIX Grow program. So how onboarding will look like. So in the first days and weeks, you will have onboarding and training plan. So you will meet your mentor, you will meet all the team of interns, and you will have your onboarding plan ready. So it consists of a few parts. One part will be going through different steps and learning things, and then after aligning with your mentor on the exact tasks and what you will do exactly in the dedicated team. As well, we get some questions if there will be some greenfield joint project that interns will be working about. So answer is no. You will join a dedicated team, and from day one you will be mentored by the mentor from that team, and you will see very closely how products at VIX are built. And as well, after those 6 months, because we are getting as well questions about if this 6 months internship program is just for 6 months or we can extend the timing. So answer is that you have an opportunity to get a permanent position when you complete the program successfully. Meaning from all previous programs what we had, so we have around 60% of success, so meaning 60% of interns joining for permanent positions, and we have already this program for 6 years. So this data shows that we see the success from this program, and interns are joining for permanent positions. And the last one, I invite you to look through different points. And not to be afraid to apply if you didn't do so yet and you was thinking that maybe I do not have enough professional experience, maybe the test assignment will be too hard for me. So our answer is to come and try. It's a very good experience to come into test assignments and to go through the process because you learn a lot of things. And once you come into interviews as well, I invite you, once you're talking with interviewers, to share your lessons learned, not just to share your experiences, but as well what you learned from those. Maybe you already participated in some of the interviews and you can share those exact examples. As well, some tips for the first interviews. First impression matters, so if you coming into an interview, look into the timing, because technical interview will be on site, you will come to the office. So if you are late, inform, so communication and messaging is important part, so not to forget inform us or share a message, and communication through the interview process is very important part from our side, and as well not to forget from your side. So it's both sides street. And don't look into correct answers. If you are coming and we know and we say that AI is everywhere and we as well using at Wix lots of AI, it's important part of our everyday life. But if you are coming to interview, do not bring correct answers, because correct answers are not always correct. So if you are having from ChatGPT or from other tool long answers, so rethink what's yours, what is really you, what is your answer, even you get a tip. And as well, some pet projects or some projects that you've done, and sometimes you think that, it's just something that I did in university or something that I did in school. No, it's important as well. What you're interested in, we interested in as well. So show, share, and it's an important part during recruitment journey. And the last but not the least, be curious, ask questions. Because questions brings awareness and awareness for you, and as well this curiosity brings awareness for us what you are interested in. It in a way as well shows your motivation and what you curious about at Wix, at Troll, at the position, in technology, and so on and so forth. So thank you for listening to the presentation, going with me through Wix journey and Wix Grow journey. And now I'm inviting you to go to and listen to our colleagues, Laurynas and Angela, and they will share more about engineers and product designers, journey and experiences.
Hello everyone, I'm here to present to you Wix Grow technical parts. And let me just start by introducing myself. I'm Laurynas. I'm an engineering guild manager here at Wix. I've been a developer myself for over 20 years, 4 of which I've spent here at Wix. And actually, my second job is trail running, so you might find me running around Vilnius somewhere in the forests. So, but we came here to talk about something else, and I have split my presentation into two parts. First one is how to get into Wix Grow program, and second part being what's it like to work as a developer here at Wix. So let's start by talking about how to get in. Well, we have these 4 steps where everything starts with your application. Hopefully, you already signed up and have completed this step. If not, you should go to wixgrow.lt website and sign up. You still have 1 day left to sign up, so don't hesitate and do it now. So yeah, do it now, stop the video and sign up. If you don't, you won't be receiving our online assessment link. So hopefully you've done this. On Friday, April 16th, 17th, you will be getting an email from us with a online assignment link. You will have a week to complete the assignment, and the Friday of April 24th will be the last day for you to submit it. We will spend a couple of weeks reviewing all the assignments, and once we've picked the best ones, we will be inviting the selected people to our office, and you will have to do an exam here together with us, and we will be evaluating those as well, and you will be invited to our last step, which is meeting Vaida and her HR team in our HR interviews. So yeah, let's take a look at each step more closely, and by starting with online assignment. As I said, on Friday you will be receiving an email with an assignment link. I want to mention a couple of things before you jump right in and start doing the assignment. I need to point out that you can only do the assignment once. So allocate your time, book a time slot that is comfortable for you. It will take up to 2 hours, so don't rush, and you have a week to complete. Also, I suggest not postponing into the last day of the period. So one last thing I need to mention, make sure your web camera is working and sound in your computer is working too. Some tasks require answering video and audio questions, so make sure beforehand that this is working fine on your computer. Let's take a look what you might find when you open the online assignment. We will have 3 types of questions for you. One will be a quiz, which will test your programming fundamentals and computer science knowledge. Another will be solving few coding tasks. And lastly, as I mentioned before, you will get to answer some questions for us while recording yourself. Getting into each step even deeper, in quiz, you might expect multiple choice answers. You might expect questions where you need to type in an answer by hand. So all sorts of questions, but you'll have very limited amount of time to answer each question. So use the knowledge you have, and don't try to search for the answer using some external help, as I will mention later. In coding, while coding, you will get instructions. Make sure you read through instructions really carefully, because there's tiny details there which you might miss. Check the examples, and we also provided a couple of programming languages you might choose from to use. So feel free to browse the online editor and check all the functionality. And lastly, we've provided a couple of test cases to make sure that your code works as expected. But don't rely on them too much, because we have also a far greater test suite prepared, which is hidden, which evaluates your work. So make sure, even though that all the test cases are green, make sure that all the edge cases are implemented. So be really careful and use all the provided time for your coding assignment. A couple of small details. Online editor has this icon to maximize the window, so it's far more comfortable to code. And also, there is a timer in the top right corner. Be aware of the time you have, and make sure that at the end of your time, your program actually runs, because we cannot evaluate and score your program if it doesn't compile. So leave a couple of minutes to make sure that your program runs. And even though all the test cases don't pass, still submit it. And usually we evaluate such tests still good. Lastly, there are video questions. It usually is a couple of minutes to answer, but be mindful of what we ask. Don't answer and talk about random stuff. Be specific. Try to answer the question we've asked, and show off your English skills and communication skills. Provide the best explanation you can. So yeah, and don't worry. You will have a couple of 10-minute breaks in between steps, so you will have some time to relax and rest in the test assignment, which I might use now to drink some water. Okay, as mentioned before, try to use your own knowledge while doing the test. Don't use external help, don't use AI. We know it can solve everything, but the goal of this step is to show off your knowledge, your capabilities, how much you know about software. And we usually disqualify quite a lot of candidates who go this route and cheat. It's not hard for us to spot these cheaters, so I suggest not trying this, and you'll do well and be invited to our next step. And yeah, just think forward. Next step, you will be invited in our office, and you'll get to show off your coding skills for us live. So don't embarrass yourself, and yeah, try your hardest and do it by yourself. So as mentioned before, if you do well, you will be invited into the next step, which is on-site exam. It also has 3 parts. First is you are invited in our office in Vilnius. You'll get a coding task to solve here, and we will be providing all the equipment needed for you to work here. You won't be using your own machines, so it's fair field for everyone. Again, in this step, we won't be allowing to use external help or AI assistance. Some important things to mention and core values we live by here at Wix, and also what we look after in our candidates. We like to test and automate everything here at Wix. That's because we don't want to worry about making changes in our production code. We don't want to do repetitive work. And we also value simple solutions over smart. And we also look after code reusability. That's because most of the time we spend reading code and not writing, and also we like to share our solutions with others. In terms of programming skills, we don't expect you to know everything. We don't expect you to have excellent system design experience. We are sure you will be learning those along the way, but we do believe that what you use and in your day-to-day or in your coding assignments, you have to know well and be able to explain those things, and also have good programming fundamentals and some knowledge about best practices. Lastly, I've added a couple of more requirements this year. We believe an engineer in Wix has to be AI curious and be forward-thinking. You should believe that AI is here to stay, at least for a while, and be your teammate and willing to use AI in your day-to-day. And also, you should have an end-to-end mindset where you're not locked into one profession like backend, but be willing to explore and deliver code end-to-end. So be willing to take on front-end, back-end, mobile tasks, whatever. Lastly, I need to talk about communication, which is very important for us here at Wix. Communication for us doesn't mean that you have to be an extrovert, but it does mean that you need to be able to communicate your ideas freely and be not afraid to ask questions. And lastly, and this is very important, to have good English communication skills, because we're an international company and we have teammates all across the world. So that sums up part one, and now I'm going to talk about what it means to be a developer here at Wix. So let me start with a short history. When Wix was founded, we've started working in teams which we call companies, and each team has their own responsibilities, like events, emails, blog. Each team consisted of back-end developers, front-end developers, UX people from product. They were independent teams capable of delivering solutions in their area of expertise. But when time went by, we've noticed that teams don't share knowledge and they are quite siloed. And in 2012, we adopted the guild model, and I'm quite proud because Wix is one of the pioneers in this field using guilds. And we've created backend, front-end, mobile, UX, all sorts of guilds, which are communities of developers in some specific area of expertise where we regularly meet and share ideas every week. Let's say for our so-called guild days, we have time to allocate to expand our knowledge. We share problems, we share solutions, we do conferences, we do meetups. So every guild lives a life of its own inside our community. Each guild maintains tech stacks which are relevant in their field. In the backend, we use mostly Scala and Java. In front end, we use React. Mobile have their technologies which we maintain and support, also teach. But this worked well for us for over a decade. But in 2023, something changed, and you probably know what happened, right? We started noticing that AI is taking over, and actually I have looked up into my mailbox and I noticed that in 2023, February, we were already started having guild days about AI, which started with talking about using Copilot and teaching how to use it effectively. But quickly, these AI-driven guild days were picking up, and we had quite a lot of them even in 2023. So what started with just using Copilot and ChatGPT quickly expanded, and we started adopting Gemini, Cursor, Claude, Codex. Now at Wix, we are free to use almost any agent out there. We support our developers in AI tooling they choose. And we started noticing velocity increases in the work they produce. And developers started to desire more responsibility. In 2025, we introduced Blurring Lines hackathon, where we've taught each other about the different professions. So front-ender people taught back-end how to do front-end. Back-end we're teaching front-enders how to do back-end. So what we noticed that our guilds have become silos. So what in the past we had teams and we moved to the guilds. Now we saw that the guilds need to change. So in last year, our guilds, backend, front-end, and mobile, all have merged into one guild and into one role, which we call X-engineer, an AI native engineer. And no, it doesn't have anything to do with Elon's companies. The X in X-engineer stands for multiplication, that our engineer is capable of producing far greater value than before. So we have a pretty extensive definition of what X-engineer role looks like. But to sum it up, an X-engineer is someone who doesn't write code anymore and delegates the task to AI and is free to explore system design, architecture, she can use AI for other work-related activities like planning, debugging production code, making sure documentation is up to date. So also X-engineer is thinking about how to create AI products, how to test our AI products, how to define problems for our AI agents. And also, we're not forgetting that our X-engineer should also carry some domain expertise, so we don't lose knowledge in some area we were experts in the past. Also, one thing I should mention, that an X-engineer is still responsible for the code AI produces. It's just that our role switched from writing code and being an author of the code to the reviewer. So if you like to learn more about X-engineer, I really welcome you to Google it, explore. We are pretty vocal on LinkedIn, on podcasts. We write blog posts about it, so feel free to search it on the web, and I'm sure you will find more information about our X-engineer role. And in Wix, we're not just using AI in our day-to-day, we also build AI-powered products. Just last year, we launched Wix Harmony, which is a website builder powered by AI. We also have Base44, an app building AI platform, and Wixel, a tool to create your content. So I invite you to explore our products, and we are really excited about the future with AI. And if you are really excited about AI too, I welcome you to join our journey by joining Wix Grow program. Thank you very much for listening, and I invite Angela to present our UX internship recruitment process. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining to learn more about the Wix Grow product design internship. Today we're going to talk about what it's like to be a UX designer here at Wix, and by the end of the presentation you'll have a better understanding of our culture, our work process, and how the recruitment for this program is going to look like. Before we dive into the details, I first want to introduce myself. My name is Angela. I'm UX Guild Manager here at Wix Vilnius, and I've been in the product design world for over 10 years. This means I've really seen how the industry has changed, and I'm personally very excited to see the new generation of product designers and meet them through this program. So first, let's get to know Wix a bit better. Most of the people know Wix as a website building platform, but actually it's much more than that. We offer over 50 different products, which allows our users to grow their business. And our users can build anything from complex e-commerce platforms, booking systems, event management platforms, to AI-driven business assistants, and much, much more. What it means is that we're designing products that allow our users to grow, develop their business, and build their livelihood on it. And who is designing all of these products? It's our UX designers who are in charge of both the functional and the visual part of all of Wix products. And how do we design these products? Is by using our methodology. So it's a process in which UX designers collaborate with product managers, engineers, business analysts, and UX writers to find the best solutions for our users. We start with research and problem validation. Then we move into defining product strategy. And then we have a Wix-specific term called Tractor. What does it mean? We define the core logic of the product before moving into the designs. After that is done, we explore all kinds of different concepts in the UX stage. And then we select the ones we think work the best, design them with our design systems, and then we are ready to release and launch our products. And this process is not linear, it's circular, because we come back to it time and time again when we are improving our products or developing new ones. And throughout this process, we also use various tools. Tools like A/B testing, gathering data insights, understanding our user voice through user interviews and usability tests. We also use design systems, as I mentioned, to build our designs. And a big tool now that we use in our daily life is AI tools. It's a valuable resource that helps us discover new ways of working and improve our processes. That said, how does the product designer or UX designer role evolve in this AI era? So with these new tools, our role is expanding. And now we can contribute even more to business strategy, product development, content writing, and even technical implementation. So seeing this new shift, we have decided here at Wix to create a new hybrid role called creators. What is a creator? A creator is somebody who can take product from initial idea to full execution. What does it mean? It means that it's a designer who understands well the product strategy, business goals, and content, and owns the why just as much as the how. So this internship is actually designed for you to change your mindset from product designer and move more towards the creator. And who are the people who fit the creator mindset, and who are the people we're looking for? So it's somebody who's curious, who has a passion for design process, who isn't afraid of new technologies, and who wants to look outside of their traditional profession boundaries. And so if you're somebody who loves product design, but constantly asks why and is interested in the business side of things, you're exactly who we're looking for. So now let's talk a bit more how the internship is gonna look like and what is the process. So once you join Wix, you'll be placed in a specific company that works on a product. You'll have your peers, which you will collaborate with to design it, but you will also be a part of UX Guild. UX Guild will provide you with training, knowledge, and design feedback, everything you need to be successful. So you'll work on real tasks, get hands-on experience, and also be able to grow your AI skill set and learn the new tools. How the timeline is going to look like? We're currently in the application phase. The application deadline is April 16th. After this is done, we're going to review your portfolios and your CVs, and only the selected candidates will move to the next step, which is the home assignment. The home assignment is going to be a task we'll give you to complete. I'll talk a bit more about it in the next slides. After this is done, we'll do another review process, and the selected candidates will move to the interview stage. So let's go into the home assignment step. So you'll have a week to complete it. We'll send you a detailed description of what the home assignments are, and you will need to solve a specific user problem. The outcome will be a wireframe flow and 1 to 2 designed UI screens. And what we are looking for is the way you think, what is your process, how well you understand the problem, and how well you can solve it. And then we'll select candidates for next step, which is the interview. The interview is going to take around 90 minutes up to 2 hours. I know it's long, but don't be scared. It's going to be split into 2 parts, and we really want to understand you professionally and get to know you. So first, we'll go over the completed assignment. We'll want to brainstorm together, challenge you on your solutions, understand your process, and then we'll want to get to know you professionally. After this is done, the next steps of HR interview will follow. So that is it about the product design internship. And now I want to invite Camilla to talk more about her experience in the Wix Grow program.
Hi, my name is Camilla, and I am a front-end engineer at Wix, also an ex-engineer now. So this is going to be my story about how I became an ex-engineer or a Fed engineer here, and how I took the wrong path. So in high school, I was one of the kids that was talented at everything. I liked from history to maths. I really liked programming too, but I just kind of didn't see myself doing this as a job. And then I also liked chemistry and mathematics and whatever. And then, so as most talented kids do, I studied medicine. This is me in the first day of med school. I started learning, and I in general like learning, so I didn't hate the studies. I graduated medicine. It didn't feel completely right, but I still did it. And then I started studying residency. I started studying vascular surgery. Again, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. So I went through all the hospitals in Vilnius. I went through different cycles. This is also a picture of me and my favorite nurse in the operating room. But throughout all of that, it didn't feel like it's my place. Like I didn't feel happy doing that job. And in medicine, you have to want to do it because it takes all of your life. And then so in the last year of residency, I understood that this is not going to change. This is how my work is going to look like. And this is not how I want my life to look like. So I started rethinking of what I like doing, what I used to like to do in high school. And I decided, oh, maybe I should try to learn how to code because that's what I liked in high school. And I found some free resources that I just took online. And then I also found some other courses online that I had to pay for, but I just did it in my free time during in between shifts, during 24-hour shifts where there were not many patients. This is a picture of my first lines of code. I was super proud of it. It's plain HTML and CSS, but it felt incredible to be able to write it. And then after half a year of learning a little bit more, a friend sent me a link of Wix Grow about the internship. And I didn't know if I will be able to get in. I thought I will not probably get in, but I still applied, and through some luck and a lot of luck and a little bit of skill, I got in. This was my first day at Wix. I was so happy to start. I really couldn't believe my luck. And also, after a few days after I started at Wix, I graduated from med school, from my residency, got my diploma as a vascular surgeon, and then my life at Wix internship began. We had to learn a lot. It took us a lot of work. It was really hard at moments because I also had a lot of knowledge gaps. So for 3 months, I was only learning, not working, not writing any production code, just learning. But also it was really fun. I finally found my people that I could be relaxed around, and I felt like I'm finally in my place. This is the work I want to do. And then after a little bit of time, I was able to actually write production code and put it to customers, which is incredible. And then after the 6 months ended, I through again luck and skill, got selected to stay as a full-time engineer, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't believe my luck. Working at Wix is hard and demanding, but also really nice. Every single day I come to the office, I still am super happy. Like I take my coffee and I go to the elevator and I just ride up and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is my job. Yeah, we have a great office, we have a great environment and great colleagues. So what helped me to get here is liking what I do. The reassessment of what I used to like in high school and what I would like to do now and how I would like my days to look like really helped. And as I said, like I just like being here. I like sitting down and solving problems. I like solving mysteries. So the structure of work fits me. Also asking a lot of questions. I am curious naturally, but also I just gotta know. So I ask and I then find out. My mentor used to get quite tired from me asking all of the questions that I had to do, but you gotta find out. Also, when I started the internship, I was quite behind compared to some other people. And when I was learning by myself, so I didn't feel that comparison. I could do it on my own pace, and no one was behind or in front. But in the internship, we suddenly were in a group of people, and some people were a lot more experienced. So at first I felt quite bad. I started comparing myself that I'm behind, I have to rush. But that was a bad move. That was a mistake. You go on your own pace and you learn when you can, because you have to take time to understand the concepts. We work with AI a lot right now, and even though it writes a lot of code, you have to understand what is happening yourself. You have to know the basics. You have to know what you're doing, and without the basics and the concepts that you're working with, you cannot go far. And then also, I really like learning. I constantly learn. I learned during my 24-hour shifts. I learned during the internship a lot, and I still learn every day, because in most jobs you have to learn all the time, but in this job, technologies move so fast. You have to be constantly learning. And then in general, being able to communicate well is a very helpful skill. We work in the office with all of the colleagues. We have to communicate about our code. We have to communicate to our product managers and UXers. We talk and hang out a lot as well. So it's just a very useful skill. Thank you very much. And now I will invite Callum to do his presentation.
Hello, everybody. My name is Callum Shaw. I started Wix as a Fed intern through the Wix Grow program about 3 years ago now. I am no longer an intern and no longer a Fed. I am now an ex-engineer, but we'll talk about this in a bit. Anyway, so about me. I went to university at the University of Glasgow, very pretty university as you can see. I studied Central and Eastern European studies and economic and social history. There's no like maths or programming or anything like that involved in this. Also, by the way, Glasgow never looked like that. It always looked like this. Rainy and dark and cold the whole time, so it was a bit of a scam. And also, like many people, after university, I did nothing to do with my degree. I actually went and built a house. So my mum lives in the Isle of Skye, which is in the north of Scotland. And also I've chosen a sunny picture, which never really exists in Scotland as well. And there I built a straw bale house, which is like a natural building. It took me like 1.5, 2 years to build this. And in the process of this, my mum also started a flower business. She started growing flowers. As you can probably tell, I got off my mum to do the hard things by having a flower business in Scotland, where it's rainy, miserable, windy, and whatnot. So I decided I will make a website for her. I was alone, well, not quite alone, but mostly alone, up in this island in Scotland, and I thought I had a lot of time, so I decided to make a website. And like many people, I did not use Wix, unfortunately. I used WordPress. And as I did this, more friends and more family asked me to make little sites for them, most of which no longer exist. And if anybody has used WordPress before, WordPress comes with plugins, and you add more and more plugins, and it gets all a bit of a mess until eventually your site kind of doesn't work anymore, slowing down, doesn't really like function, and you start fighting it. And this is where I thought, once again, I had a lot of time in my hands, I would study. And like most self-learners, I took courses. This was me back in Glasgow, so I started with this great course actually in Helsinki University, doing this programming with Java. And then I moved on to the Harvard one, which most people are probably aware of, is CS50. And then I did the next one, and then I did the next one. And at this point, I had moved to Brussels. I was a barista, more courses. And yeah, as you can see, I also quite like my fantasy, and currently reading a lot of like, not medieval, but like Lovecraftian fantasy, so hence the images. And yeah, more and more courses until eventually my wife, well, now wife, then girlfriend, suggested I actually do something with it. So I saw Wix Grow. Well, she recommended it to me in Vilnius, which she's from Lithuania, and I was like, okay, whatever. So I thought I would apply, and managed to get in. So anyway, about Wix Grow and my experience. So, as you can see, when you join Wix, you suddenly become rich. You start throwing money everywhere. Not quite. But one thing, this image, which I do really like is, and this is a shout out to like HR and recruitment, is that there's great people at Wix. And this is the thing which I found the most. Like, this is throughout everything. Somehow recruitment is done really well. We get great people. And yeah, I think this shows especially in the Wix Grow program. So I said I felt like I wasn't just an intern. And like, what does this mean? For me, this meant that in my team, they treated me just like another team member. I also had a lot of independence in my internship. I was able to, like, we had a really great program, like these steps for the Fed internship. I'm sure it's going to be very different now, but it was a really nice program, but maybe some things were not so applicable to me. And then I was interested in maybe other things. And I was given a lot of like freedom to like explore this. And I think the best thing about the Wix Grow program is you not only learn to develop at Wix, but you're actually given the opportunity to learn beyond this as well. And the other thing which I think is amazing about the Wix Grow program is that it feels very much a core of Wix. So what I mean by that, when I joined, I sat down at my desk, and right next to me was a previous Wix Grow intern who had got a permanent position. And currently in my team of around 12 people, 4 people are ex-Wix Grow interns. So like a third of my team are Wix Grow interns, which I think is like a really nice thing. When you come and you join, and you see this everywhere, it doesn't make you feel like you're on the side. It really feels like a core part of Wix. Okay, so next, what do I think worked for me? Why do I think I'm here working for Wix now? So when I was thinking about this, I was thinking that maybe not everybody wants to necessarily get a job, or rather that's not like their core focus. Like, you could also be focused on just wanting to become a very good programmer. And I think Wix Grow offers this as well. Or maybe you just want to build a specific project, or you have like certain things in mind of programming. Apologies for those who are not programmers, but I'm a programmer, so this is my focus. But I think it's kind of like all the same. And this is like focusing on core fundamentals. And by this, I mean that when you learn something, you shouldn't just like briefly learn it. You should really, really understand it. Like, if you use a tool, can you recreate that tool? And like, so for example, in my internship, obviously, at Wix, we use a front-end framework, and we use React here. And I wanted to learn a little bit more about React, so I created a small version of React. I created a small React rendering engine because I want to understand it more. And I think that this fundamental allows you to become better at everything. And I think it's increasingly important now, as I'll go into. So yeah, like every tool you use, can you explain what it does? And also, really, really important is, can you understand this? Like when I had the interview, one of my, for the Wix Grow internship, one thing I thought I did quite well was my communication and the ability, when I understood something, to also be able to communicate it. Because I think those two are completely linked. If you can understand something, you can communicate it. And if you can't communicate it, you probably don't understand it. Every line of code you should be able to explain. I think this is self-explanatory. And yes, so going back to like the ex-engineer I mentioned at the start, AI has changed things. I'm sure everybody is aware of this. Many things are very different. But I think the core principles which I mentioned, focusing on fundamentals, learning deeper, and being able to understand everything is just as important, if not more so important. And I think when you focus on these things, it tends to help you like get ready for any environment, whether it's going to be focused purely on AI, whether it's some sort of mix in between. And I think with these, you have a very good chance of getting into this internship, which I very, very recommend. And then beyond the internship, getting like into a good career, or as I said, just becoming a better programmer, building your project or whatever it is. Yeah, so thank you very much for listening. I wish you all like good luck for applying to the internship. And as I said, I really, really recommend it. I think it's a great program, and I think it'll set you up for the future very well. And I think that's everything with us. So wish you all the best, and thank you very much.